Hey everybody! I want to do a review of what we have been covering up till now in advanced chemistry for Unit 1. So please write this checklist on your notes, and as you start to finish those problems, go ahead and check it off. Please make sure to do this because it will release dopamine once you get those done, and it will tell your brain that that is a good thing that you are doing. So it will definitely be helping you with your study habits. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. The first thing that we have covered is physical and chemical changes. So I'm going to put a box for you guys to fill in. So physical and chemical changes. That is one thing that we have definitely covered. That was the first thing that we covered. The second thing that we covered was density. We covered the equation D equals mass over volume. And don't forget your units. We also covered density of hollow shapes. And the last thing that we covered is determining if something will float or sink in water. Another thing that we covered was the difference between atomic weight and atomic mass. This was mostly asynchronous, but please make sure that you understand that. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on your checklist. And don't forget that within atomic weight and atomic mass, we also found different ways that we can write it. If you remember, there is this X, and then right here was the atomic number, and over here was the atomic mass. So for one of the things I'm going to put here is ways to write elements. The fourth thing that we have covered are isotopes. Within isotopes, we learned the different ways to write isotopes. So I'm going to put how to write isotopes. Also, within isotopes, we learned how to calculate the atomic weight. After we covered isotopes, then we went into a reading which you did asynchronously, and that was about Rutherford's and Millikan's experiments. You are required to know those. And after that, we went into seeing the relationship between frequency and wavelength. And during class, we saw how to read a wavelength graph. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. I'm going to put wavelength and frequency. I'm going to put Millikan's and Rutherford's experiments. And when I talk about relationship, that is the speed of light equals lambda times nu. So you need to know what these symbols mean as well. And the final thing that we have covered are photons, how to calculate the energy of a photon emitted, what is a photon, and what does it mean for an electron to be quantized. So I'm going to put that on your list. One thing I am putting under photons is calculating the energy. So that was delta E equals Planck's constant times frequency. I'm going to put definition. And I'm going to put definition of quantized. It looks like we have everything here. However, it does look like I did forget to put in how to read graphs of wavelengths. So I'm going to put that under wavelengths and frequency, and that will be it. So here is an overview of Unit 1. Please put this in your notebook, and as you start finishing up your worksheet, you can start checking off what you do understand. I hope this helps in helping you see the bigger picture of everything that we have covered. And let me know if you have any questions.